Unit 3, Formative 1, Day 1. Today we're going to be doing the first day of slope. We're going to be talking about slope from a graph. The first thing we need to do is define what slope means. Slope tells us stuff about lines. It tells us what I would call the steepness of a line, meaning how steep it is. It could mean that it's not steep at all. It could mean it's really steep. It could mean it's flat. It could mean it's straight up and down. So all those things we know about the line because of our slope. Okay, another phrase we use for slope is rate of change. Okay, rate of change and slope are the exact same thing. They're just worded differently. So if I say slope, I mean steepness of a line. If I say rate of change, I mean the exact same thing. Okay, and then we have to remember, how do you find slope from a graph? Well, there's this little phrase that I know you all know. It's called rise over run. Rise is the directions up and down. So the first thing we're going to do on these graphs is figure out how far up or down it went. And the run is how far left and right. Okay, so we're going to use rise over run to find the slope of a line. Okay, so here's my first line. You can see I have 2 points on there already. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to figure out how far it is from this point to this point. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to start at the point on the left. So I'm going to start over here. And I figure out, do I need to go up or do I need to go down to get to the next point? Well, I need to go up. I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So up 4 is a positive direction, so positive 4. Okay, and then I got to figure out how many do I need to go over. I need to go over 1, 2, 3, and to the right is also a positive direction. If I go up, it's positive. If I go down, it's negative. If I go right, it's positive. If I go left, it's negative. Okay, so then you get a fraction. Okay, all slopes are fractions. So we have 4 over 3, and we decide, can I simplify 4 over 3? Nope, so that's my slope. Alright, let's try. Okay, so here's my second line. You can see the 2 points on there already. Okay, so what I want to do is figure out how do I get from one point to the other. So again, I want to start on the left. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you start with, but I always just start with the one on the left. Now to get to the other point, do I need to go up or do I need to go down? Well, I need to go down. I need to go down 1, 2. So if I go down 2, that's negative 2. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the right. So I go right 1, 2, 3, 4. So right 4 is positive 4. So then you look at negative 2 over 4 and you can divide the top and the bottom by 2. So you can simplify that to negative 1 over 2 or negative 1/2. Is your slope. Alright, let's try another one. Okay, on this one, you see that you aren't given your points. You have to actually come up with your own points. So what you want to look for is you want to look for where the line crosses the corner of the grid. For instance, right here, it crosses perfectly. Right here, it crosses perfectly. Right here, it crosses perfectly. And right here, it crosses perfectly. Now we only need 2 points. But it's good to know how to find them. If you look at that point right there, that's in the middle. We don't want that. Same with that one, and that one, and that one. Those are just, we don't need them. Okay, so find a point that's directly on the corner of the grid. Now I just picked 2 of them, so I'm going to pick these 2 up here and figure out how do I get from this one on the left to the one on the right. Well, I have to go down 1, which is negative 1, and then I have to go over 2, so positive 2. Okay, so negative 1/2 is my slope. If I would have chose any of the other points, I would have gotten the same slope. Sometimes I would have had to simplify, but no matter what 2 points you pick on the same line, you'll get the same slope. Alright. These ones are a little bit different. You can tell these are 2 individual type of lines, so let's remember what they're called. The ones that go up and down are called vertical lines. The ones that go left and right are called horizontal lines. Okay, so if I pick 2 points on this line, they already gave me 1, so I'm going to pick that one too. If you look, I would go up 2, but I wouldn't go left or right, so I would go over 0. Can you divide by 0? No, if you do, it'd give you an error. So what we call this one is undefined. Okay. On the other one, the horizontal line, if you pick 2 points, here and here, you don't go up or down, so it'd be 0, and then you go over however many, so I think mine was 3. Anything 0 divided by anything is just 0, so my slope would be 0. So how are we going to remember this? Here's how I remember it. Pretend you're sledding. If you go sledding with your friends, and you go sledding on a hill that's like a horizontal line, like this one over here, okay, how much fun are you going to have? Well, you're going to have 0 fun, okay, because it's not fun to sled on a flat land. Alright, now if you go sledding on a hill that's straight up and down, what's going to happen to you? Well, your body's going to be undefined. Okay, so that's how you can remember it. Alright, last one. We got to be able to compare lines because of their slope. So it says, who has the fastest rate of change? Remember, what does rate of change mean? Rate of change means slope. So who has the fastest rate of change? Well, when we're looking for fast versus slow, we're looking for the steepness of the line. So if it's really steep, that's actually faster. If it's really flat, that's slower. So Jeff over here has the fastest rate of change, which means Jose, which is really flat line, has the slowest. Okay, so make sure you took good notes. If you didn't, go back. You can put some of those graphs on the graph paper that you have in your packet. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.